Hi, welcome to Grumman 4x4 Overland. This video is part 2 in the series of the design and build project for the Land Rover Discovery 2 drawer system. I hope you enjoyed the video and please leave any comments and subscribe at the end of the video. Cheers!
So just been to the big box store and I bought the wood for the drawer system, and I got it cut into various sizes from the 4x8 sheet that I was on. Quite generous of them to do all these cuts for me. But what I ended up getting was maple plywood, which is a little bit more expensive, but because I bought it in 4x8 sheets, it was quite reasonable. The only downside is I did not get the 5/8 size that I wanted for the box. I had to buy 3/4, which is probably not a bad thing, except for weight. But I did get the 1/2 inch for the drawers. Just so you know that I'm not cheating, I'm doing this outside in the cold. This is on a budget, so remember. So there's my table saw, my portable table saw. There's my wood, and there's the snow. And there's the Rover. Is the base of the drawer system in place to size. You can see that just squeezed it in here. You can see much of the. You can see how we just avoid the swivel out the wheel arches. There's the tie down point at the back. Same on the other side. Same on this side. Remember, the drawers will come out about here-ish. You'll see that. You should miss that tray, this one. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So this is a mock-up. Well, not a mock-up. This is the size of it. The base assembly. And it's fairly square, not too bad. Biggest test is going to be when I put the drawers in and put the drawers together. Be very careful how I measure them so that they work properly with the slides, so they don't bind up or are too far apart. So being pretty careful with that. We'll have to make sure that we're assessing that correctly. So probably the best idea is to build the drawers first and then go from there, I would say. This is where I'm going to be assembling the drawer system. I've cut the base and the drawers to overall dimensions, but I still have to cut the drawer sides and the sides of the box assembly to length. So I'm going to be doing that on my miter saw. So once I've done that, I'm going to start assembling the drawers. Here is the first drawer. It's pretty solid. So that's going to tell you that it's solid. You can see that it's screwed. 4 bottom, 3 at the sides, 6 on the front. Having a bit of a technical challenge right now. I got the 2 drawers done. Here's one of them. You can see the slides. These gaps here should be 1/8 of an inch. And I centered and fixed the middle bracket, so that's solid. Looks pretty square. So I've put in the spacers, the sliders, and this one needs to be fixed. So I'm going to line this up. You'll see there's an overhang here. I think it's better to have a good fit than to kind of have it loose on the sides. I do have a router, so I could trim that down. I'm a bit apprehensive about mounting the sliders or the rails, because you get that wrong and you're kind of hooked. It's a bit of a tight fit. I wanted it to be snug, so I left 1/8 of an inch all the way around the drawer. But that's okay, we'll figure it out. That's the main body work done. Just have to screw down the top properly. It's just nailed right now. And yeah, it came together not bad. Going to have to use a router to clean up the outer dimensions. Just got out the router. I have a router. I've used it like maybe 5 times in the last 15 years. but it sure comes in handy when you need it. So you can see I've leveled off all the edges now, and it's not perfect, but you know, I'm going to cover it up and whatnot, so it looks pretty good. Here's the test fit in the back of the Discovery of the drawers, and yeah, it looks good. I put these little green knobs on. I had them spare just so I could pull the drawers out. But you can see in the back here I've got, you know, 4 inches of space to the chair, some space down there. I can store quite a bit of stuff. Space down the sides, it's enough for things like axes and maybe some tools. You can see the tie down points pretty close. I've got to add those. You can see on this side, same thing. You should be able to see the tie down in the back right there. So that's all clear. And then there's also my 12 volt power socket, which is still available there. It's a handy spot. Okay, back in the basement again. Got the drawers to fit, as you saw in the previous videos there, the previous clips. And I got this ready to finish up. So what I did was I bought some carpet, so you can get the right, there you go. So I got this nice carpet at the carpet store. It's fairly hard wearing. It's pretty cheap. I got $1.19 a square foot, and I got 36 square feet of it, which is more than I needed, of course. Then I bought some stuff for hardware at the Home Depot. These are my tie-down clips that will go on the sides and on the back. Some spray adhesive for the carpet. I was using that spray paint down there. I was going to spray this, but I don't have the facility to do it. If I do it down here in the basement, I'll probably like intoxify myself. So I decided to get a paint on, which is a little less messy down here in the basement. So I went for a bright yellow. I saw some people on the making these on the internet with some drawers, and they were painting them black, but some people were painting them brighter colors, and it makes sense to me that if you paint it a bright color, you can see easily the contents of the drawer if it's dark outside, or if you put a flashlight down there, it's going to be much easier to see stuff. I give it a nice accent as well. These I'm going to put on the sides down here on the outside, so I can actually carry the thing inside and out. It's pretty heavy, pretty bulky. And I got these little latches here to put on the drawers, so that you can actually lock the drawers from opening. And I'm going to go ahead with my design of those leather pull straps for the front of the drawers. And once I get all that together, should be done. So I've got the carpet on. Turned out pretty nice. Here's the carry handles and the latches, and the ones on the back. Now the back and the bottom of the carpeting is not too bad. Some of the glue, I'm not a fabric expert, so some of the areas are not glued very well, but for all intents and purposes it's down. And I tried wrapping it around the inside of here, but I suspected as much that it would take up too much space, so the drawer will not fit. So I'm going to have a aluminum banding solution around here, mostly for just to hold the carpet in place, give it a bit of ruggedness. I was going to put aluminum angle all the way around, but I priced it out. It's like, oof, adds about over $100 anyway, well over $100. And I was thinking I can do that later if something goes wrong. But looking good. So I put on this nice aluminum face here and screwed it in. Do have to tidy up these screws. I need a countersink drill, which I don't have right now. So I may get cap head screws, or just get a countersink bit and then get them sunk in. But yeah, there's a little ruggedization there of the front. Okay, that's the almost finished article. I'm quite impressed with my little handiwork. It's got the aluminum facing. Drawers are all painted. I did do my leather handles. You can see nice and bright in there, so anything you put in there will be easy to see. Actually, it's causing exposure issues on my camera. There you have it. Here it is, the big reveal of the drawer system in the back of the Land Rover. You can see it fits pretty nice. Definitely going to be able to open that drawer. I will pull this drawer out. Pull this drawer out. Had a nice sunshine today. That's a lot of storage. And easy to organize our stuff in there. Nice rugged carpet on top. And the aluminum to protect anything bashing in and out of there. We've got the hooks lined up here, ready to be locked down. Same on this side. The handles don't rub on anything. And at the back, you can see the tie downs are going to line up. Okay. And same on this side. So there's lots of room in the back there for stuff. And still to determine if these need to be locked. They do have a little bit of a clinch on them, but I figure when they're loaded in any hard stop or hard acceleration or bump, it'll probably pop open. So still got some catches to put on there. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with that. It's not so high, I can still put a hockey bag on the back here without it flying around or threatening to go over the back seats or anything. Still got my good access to that. And then if I want to put a fridge in someday, I'll be able to mount it on either side and have access to that because I got plenty height to get that. I can also add another level of drawers if I want to do some more custom work. So there you go, happy with that. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be doing some more projects as we go forward, so please subscribe to Graham 4x4 Overland. I need all the help I can get. All this is coming out of my own pocket, so YouTube is taking away my marginal revenue that I was getting from adverts until I get to a higher subscription rate and a higher watch rate. So anything you do to subscribe would be great, and certainly would help the project go forward. So cheers, and I'll talk to you soon.